Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers pregame preview. And we're going to be talking about the game at length. We're going to go over the lines, some of the storylines, and pretty much a little bit of everything. My name is Jacob Doodle. We're trying to get to 500 subs before the start of the regular season. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, drop a like. It really does help. It would be great if you guys joined the kind of the OG crew of this channel. Also, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so bear with me on the voice while we go through this. So let's rock and roll. First off, right off the bat, the game is at 5 p.m. It says tomorrow, but probably while you're watching this, it's probably going to be on game day, so 5 p.m. So check that out. It's going to be in Edmonton. A couple of side notes before we get started here. Breezeball had a surgery to repair a lower body injuries. He's going to be out indefinitely. Really sucks for the guy. He's just a really steady guy. He just can't stay healthy. Just this really disappointing that he just can't stay healthy, but I wish him all the best. So this was actually really interesting here by James Myrtle, and Jason Bruff just kind of posted it, and I noticed it as well. And he basically said this: for example, a team with two goaltenders making a lot of money could now dress a cheaper backup in a playoff game and free up that excess salary to be allocated to other players. The Vancouver Canucks have starter Thatcher Demko on a $5 million cap hit and backup Kevin Lankin at $4.5 million this season. If they are willing to use a third stringer in Patera, who makes a league minimum as the bench door opener in the playoffs, it would free up $3.725 million or $4.225 million, depending on which starter they played. So there's some kind of ways to kind of cheat the system because we're going to have a new salary cap system coming in for the playoffs as well. It's going to be very hard for teams to just go and sit someone throughout the whole entire regular season and suddenly play them. But this is actually an interesting way to free up some cap space leading into it. But it's also risky because if one of those starting goaltenders get hurt, well, then you're not going to have your main backup. You're going to have, you know, kind of like a third stringer. So that's interesting. And one final note before we get to the lineups here. This is Adam Foote on Quinn Hughes. So this is something I found interesting as well. So there's a lot of noise, unnecessary noise, but I guess it's projected as well from people. Why wouldn't they do it? He told the Ray and Dregs podcast, even at camp where he comes from the summer, as now as a captain with the world of social media, they have to do these things. Go to Vegas and be involved with more media. He's still learning as a captain what it takes to be a captain. You got to be there for your teammates. You got to answer those tough questions. You got to face the media. You got to sell the game. Now camp's now been a few days, over a week, and he's starting to feel comfortable getting his legs, and he's liking what he's doing on night. He's having fun. And for me, honestly, I think he's going to be a Canuck. I think it's all blown up. I'm not sure how much he wants to play with his brothers or not, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. I said to him that I'm that type of person. I think he understands me. Of course, I want him there. I'm just going to coach each day at a time. I see him now. I see him here for at least 2 years. I see him here in the future. And if we do what we do and buys into the process and he's having fun, we're winning some hockey games. They'll just let everything take care of himself. So that was a doozy of a couple of quotes there from Footy. And I got to say, I love what I heard. Like, he seems pretty confident that Quinn is going to say. It's just, he knows probably more than all of us. If he says it's overblown, maybe it is overblown. I think personally it's all overblown. But, you know, this was kind of started by Jim Rutherford, let's not forget. And it's kind of snowballed a little bit through there. But, you know, it sucks that Quinn has to go and answer all these questions nonstop. But, you know, is he going to stay or leave? Well, I guess we're going to find out. But the most important thing this season is we go out and we play really good hockey and we win a lot of games. That is the most important thing, especially if you want Quinn to stay. So let's get to what the projected most likely lines are going to be for tomorrow's or today's game. So here we go. We have Max Sasson with Cootes and Lekkerimaki. Cootes is the talk of the town. By far, bar none. This guy is getting everybody talking. Half the people are saying you got to keep him up for the 9 games. Other half are saying, no, he's too young. You can't have it. It's like split down the middle. I will say one thing. That first game, he was really good. The second game, he was better, and he scored a goal. He's just a really smart hockey player, and the coaching staff really does seem to like him. He has a shot, a legitimate shot. Do you think he should make this team? Let me ask you guys, the people that are watching this video. Let me know. And Lekkerimaki is going to be playing on that right side. He was easily the best player last game. He had his best game by far. And with the injury to Hoglander, this is an opportunity for Lekkerimaki to have a legitimate shot on this team. And you know what? I hope he has another strong game. With Sasson, it's interesting. They had him at center, and now they put him on the wing. He's super fast. He is very talented. I think this line is going to be very fascinating to watch against, I think, a pretty damn good Oilers team. I'm pretty sure McDavid and Dry did not play last game. I'm not 100. I'm pretty sure if I saw the box scores right, which means there's a chance that we do see him tonight. So that's going to be interesting. Labate, Amon, and Sherwood. Well, it's simple. Amon needs to continue playing well. If he doesn't, he's done. And he's been okay so far. Labate was a standout so far in camp. He's done real well, a lot better than people expected. Really physical guy. Got into a few fights, really solid. Like, there's nothing to complain about. Is he going to make the team, though? That's a real long shot, bearing crazy amount of injuries. Sherwood, he's been consistent. He's the emotional leader on the team right now as well. He's just been all over. We need to extend him already. I've seen enough, man. Like, it's not even preseason. This is just from last year and just through training camp and just the way he talks and has the respect of the team. I want to see him go out and have a legitimately decent contract here for us for a decent long time. I would love to see him stay for a while. Drew O'Connor, we have Philip Hedl and Garland. That's probably going to be your, I guess, technically your top line. This is all going to mix around, right? So I don't know if Cootes and Lekkerimaki and Sasson are going to get the top minutes tonight, but that's kind of what we're going to be looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. Hedl was great last game, like fantastic. Quieted a lot of the second line center noise out there, and hopefully he has another bounce back game. He's really good in the neutral zone, a lot of speed. Garland looks to be healthy, and he looks to be playing. So there you go. Like, that's all we wanted to hear. Garland looks to be all right, and he should have a really strong game there. As for Baines, Ratu, and Carlson, you know what? Baines, kind of an up-and-down camp. He just needs to continue working hard and playing well. Ratu, I mentioned it in my stream yesterday. I thought he was disappointing. I would like to see him have a nice bounce-back game and, show a little bit more, like, considering a lot of people had him as a lock and with our center problems. But you know what? There's a guy like Jack Roslovic who's a hybrid winger/center, and he's not signed yet. And apparently the Canucks were thinking about it, or at least kind of went to double back on it. So if Ratu just continues to play okay, or maybe not as good as we're hoping for, who knows what the Vancouver Canucks are going to do, right? But one thing Ratu is really good at is face-offs, and he was continuing to be good at face-offs. And as long as he can do that, you know what? I think he'll still have a spot. And Carlson, he's been good. He's been good this camp. Just a solid guy. He's going to have a spot on the roster. I have no doubt in my mind. As for the defense, we have DPD there with Hronek, which is going to be fun to see. I can't wait to see that. You guys know how high I am on DPD, so on Junior there. Forbert with Kudryavtsev. Kudryavtsev, good first game. Second game, he was all right. But, Forbert, the guy, penalty-killing guy, he's going to be a veteran guy rotating in and out this year. And then you have Marcus Pettersson down with Joseph there, Pierre-Olivier Joseph. And, he's been, I would say, below average so far in this training camp. So I would like to see him have a nice bounce-back game as well. So the defense actually looks pretty solid. Obviously, Quinn Hughes is not going to be playing this game, but it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold the fort, especially if McDavid and Dry are going to be playing. As for goaltending, we have Demko. So Demko is going to get tested, and Tolopilo, and it's going to be. I'll just say this. Oh, Koskinvol, yeah, he was actually really good in the. I think it was the prospects game that we had as well. He actually had a pretty good game. But yeah, Demko, yeah, he looked healthy in the first game. I just want him to be healthy going into the regular season, right? Now, let's get to our power play units here. So, the assistant coach, Brett McLean, out there working early on the power plays. This is from Canucks Insider. Lekkerimäki, Hedel, Garland, Ratu, and Hronek. That's what they're going to be going with. And Baines, Sasson, Cootes, Carlson, Kudryavtsev. So I'm sure they'll mix and match a bit, but let's see how Hedel does on the power play once again. Garland, he's going to be around that net. He's going to show his grit, and he's going to be all over the puck. He always is. Hronek has a hell of a shot. Ratu's the face-off guy. And Lekkerimäki, he's a sniper, right? So let's see how this works. Last game, our penalty power play was great. Really enjoyed it. So it would be interesting to see. And I wonder if Cootes gets a shot a little bit later on in the game, potentially on that top unit to see how he does. So that's the power play units. As for the second group lines, this is what we have in the second group lines. But DeBrusk, PD, and Betts are there. You have Kane, Bluger, and then just a bunch of fill-in guys. I guess Kravtsov's not technically a fill-in guy, and Klimovic, he's just so frustrating sometimes. He scores big goals and then disappears completely. Kravtsov's another guy who needs to have a look. And then Ulrichsen, Mueller there, and McEachern. And then you have Hughes, Willander just chilling there, waiting for the next game, and Lankinen. So that's the second grouping. So that's what we have for tomorrow. I guess today, you should say. I hope you guys enjoy the game and have a great and lovely day. And guys, please hit the like on this video and subscribe. It really does help out a ton. We are a growing channel, and we're trying to hit the 500 subscriber rate by the start of the regular season. Let's see if we can get there. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.